Joining me now today is award-winning British record producer Ian Shaw. Ian relocated to the Keys from London. He is working with both international and local artists here, and not to mention you can actually check him out every Sunday night at 9 p.m. on Pirate Radio. He's hosting his own music show. Ian, thank you for being here with me today.
Thank you.
Well, it's great having you back here. And Ian, tell me about the show that you do every Sunday.
Well, I was approached by Jack, who is the co-owner of Pirate Radio. I actually went down, I thought to be interviewed on his morning show. And when I got there, the show was finished, which was a bit strange. And we sat down and we had a cup of coffee, and he said, would I like to do my own show on Sunday evenings? And I'd never done a radio show before. So I thought that might be fun. And so the idea is that I do an indie and unsigned show. I'm mainly playing British music, mainly new stuff, and occasionally I play something classical, not classical, sorry, something classic like something punky or something really from the last sort of 30 years. I usually play 4 or 5 tracks as well, like that.
Oh, I bet this is a great show. Ian.
I think it's a great show.
Now, you said that these artists are from the UK.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you going to bring any American artists onto the show, or are you kind of doing it more for those artists?
Well, I'm doing it more just because the remit of the station is particularly American, so most of the stuff they play is American. So I try and focus more on British indie music, just because I think it's a change from what they do the rest of the time.
Yeah, I like
but
that.
Yeah, occasionally I play something American, yes.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're giving it variety on the station.
And I try and find something the station's not already playing if it's an American act.
So you're introducing everybody to new music.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Music from your neck of the woods.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Ian, what else have you been up to? I know that you're helping a friend, Matt Backer, out.
Yeah, Matt's got a new album out at the moment called Idle Hands, which I co-produced. And that's just come out, and there's a single on it, which is a ballad, which is a co-write with Julian Lennon, and he's duetting on that. That's called All That You've Wanted, and it's at about number 36 or number 37 in the FMQB Top 40 at the moment.
Very
so it's doing really good at American radio at the moment, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about Matt Backer.
Matt's a pretty well-known session guitarist. He's actually American, but he's married to an English woman, and he lives in London. And he's played with loads of famous people. He's played with people like Sinead O'Connor, Steve Earle. He played with Elton John. He's a very sort of A-list heavy hitter guitarist in London, but he also does a lot of solo things himself. This is his 3rd solo album that he's done. And we're also actually doing a blues album at the moment, but that's on hold at the moment while he promotes his solo sort of more rock sort of album.
And what was it like working with him on this album, Ian?
Well, to be honest, I've been working with Matt for a long time now. So we've been working together since around 1992. So I know him very well. We're good friends, and because we work together so much, it's very easy working together because I know usually what he wants to do or what he wants to sound like, and he knows what I can do. So we tend to work very fast, which was good because when he came to Key West to work on his blues album, he was here for 5 days, and he spent a day and a half of those scuba diving. So it's quite hard to keep him in the studio.
So it's good you two worked out. So he got some playtime as well.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Ian, what work have you been doing with local artists here in the Keys?
Well, recently I've been doing a lot of live recordings. So I've just done a live album with a band called the Real Malloys, actually Rob Ernest and the Real Malloys. And we did 2 nights at 2 different venues, recording live. And I'm just about this week to start mixing that. I'm also mixing a live album by a guy called Nick Norman, the Nick Norman Band.
Yeah.
They play at the Smoking Tuna a lot. They did a live gig at the Theatre San Carlos on Duval Street, and I'm in the middle of mixing that too. And I've also just started recording a chap called Rock Solomon.
We know Rock.
Yeah, and that's a studio recording rather than a live recording.
Okay, Rock actually does the theme song for Good Morning.
Oh, really?
So
okay.
She says.
That's very good.
So I look forward to seeing your finished product with these artists.
Great.
Ian, and we're actually going to show our viewers before we go today a quick clipping of Matt Backer so they can get a taste of his music. And of course, for more information on Ian, check out the information that you see on the bottom of the screen. Ian, thank you.
Thanks for having me on the show.
This morning.
Thank you.
Enjoy this video from Matt Backer.